It's a good thing that I hedged my bet and put in the last paragraph to yesterday's email, because that is what did happen today. The beams and girders just kept getting added to where you can hardly see the big diagonal girder that was written about. See both attached photos yesterday and today. A Cadman mixer was back at the south retaining wall to provide the ingredients for more shotcrete spraying. Double dump trucks were doing their usual job of taking the dirt away. A truckload of about 16 Spiffy Biffies was delivered for use at several different locations around the construction site. American Crane was lifting tall, long beams to the north side of the gym. It looked like roofing material was also being delivered to the top of the gym. Yesterday, there wasn't anything worth taking a picture of. Today, there were 4 possible pictures. I chose 2 of those to write about. As the plywood panels are removed from the big retaining wall in the south end here, it reveals a thin coating of shotcrete. The structure appears to be delicate. Generally, shotcrete is shot, as in gunite, at a wall with or without a metal netting or mesh and or rebar, but there are no forms. The first photo shows the big horseshoe-shaped retaining wall. Along the east side, used forms are fastened to the compact footing, waiting to be used soon for another application of shotcrete. The second photo is included just to show the steady progress on the main classroom building. The first thing we saw this morning, besides the beautiful sunshine, was that they are working on the center island of the bus turnaround. This was going on right below us. See the attached shot. The next event of interest was the arrival and setup of the lime green, Ralph's, boom pump. Today was the day to do the gym locker rooms on the second floor. The concrete was poured onto the pan decking, creating slabs of concrete to function as flooring. The shotcrete pump was back at the south end. It was blasting away. The third photo caught some of the explosion of the spray cloud that goes along with this procedure. A good day to take a picture. Construction is now to the point that we can determine with no doubt that whatever is done to the school, it will not block the view of the Cascades from the grand terrace, the first floor. The plans available on the internet told us this, but it is nice to get a glimpse of reality. I have drawn 3 gold rectangles on the roof. These represent mechanical, HVAC equipment that will go on top of the roof somewhere. The equipment will be screened or fenced so as not to offend the closer view of the school. As soon as the building is complete, Werner can take a photo for the Mountain Peak identifier plaque. The green Ralph pump and boom were here early, ready to pour the third level. This took place this Monday morning. As much as was done, the pouring of the slab floors for both halves of the building is much less than half done. This morning's job included the workmen and their trowels. See the first photo. 3 rented rotary machines were used today. The south work site had more shotcrete spraying done this morning. See the second photo. Although the shotcrete crew was all done by the time I took the photo. Watching the construction isn't the only thing that we do, and sometimes we get so involved in whatever we forget to take pictures. That happened tonight. But the good news is that I got a couple of good tripod night shots. They are of the phys ed gym area, taken around 5. The second photo is essentially a blow up of the first in order to get a closer view. During the day, there was more shotcrete spraying at the big retaining wall. Black visqueen has been sprayed on the car lanes and gravel via a front loader. It's going on top of that. Double dump trucks continue to bring dirt. No shotcrete today. There's a long way to go if it is to be used on the big retaining wall to the south end and east. The car lanes were expanded by adding gravel over the black visqueen and then smoothing it out with a bulldozer. If you zoom in to the railing around the bus lanes, the colonnade, you should see another railing that is much lower than the bus lane. The lower railing is between the bus lane and the car lane. You are still sufficiently high up that you can fall from there and get hurt. The way you can tell that they are not flying buttresses is to look for the space underneath the hypotenuse, the long edge of the triangle. For example, if this particular emoticon, isosceles triangle, were a buttress, it would be a flying buttress. But I'm way off the subject of school construction. The first photo shows the largest manhole just before it is enclosed on 4 sides, not the top yet. The second photo is taken of the area to the right of the first. It is an enlarged view of 2 workmen removing a plywood form on which shotcrete was sprayed. After the removal, you can see the several non-flying buttresses giving support to the retaining wall. The Ralph's big screen pumper was here early. It was providing concrete for the north side of the 4th level floor. Too much fog to get a good picture. Double dump trucks provided gravel for the car lanes and took away wet dirt most all day. Then the roller followed the bulldozer to smooth the car lanes, just like yesterday. I forgot to mention, all things being equal, the buttresses are on the wrong side of the wall. Buttresses are for use in compression. These buttresses are going to be in tension. Concrete, shotcrete, isn't much good in tension. I'm guessing the problem is the close property line. No room for buttresses on the outside. Now, maybe we start to understand the huge footings. Lots of rebar, but why concrete?